Today in history. Okay, let's go ahead and find out what interesting event has happened on this day in history.
We have two events to share with our listeners this morning, but first, as always, a quiz question. The largest ocean in the world is number 1, the Pacific Ocean, or number 2, the Terrific Ocean. The question again, the largest ocean in the world is the number 1, Pacific Ocean, or number 2, Terrific Ocean. If you know the answer, you can put it on our Bondi board or text in for 50 or 101, depending on the length of your message. Pounder sharp 1045, and the prize is a 2015 casual planner.
So we're going to be talking about two very significant events today, and here they are.
Today in history. In 1520, Ferdinand Magellan crossed into the Pacific Ocean, and in 1948, the first Polaroid camera was sold.
1520년 11월 28일은 마젤란이 태평양을 건넌 날이고요. 1948년 11월 28일 첫 번째 폴라로이드 카메라가 판매된 날입니다.
All right, so today we start by going back to the 16th century when the Pacific Ocean was first spotted by a European explorer.
And he was Portuguese Ferdinand, right? Ferdinand Magellan, who entered the largest ocean in the world on this day in 1520, during his global circumnavigation voyage.
Magellan named the vast body of water Peaceful Sea. Interesting. And this also allowed him to become the first Western explorer to cross the Pacific. That leads me to believe the weather was good that day. Right?
Must have been.
Peaceful sea.
Peaceful sea.
Yeah, if there were a storm that day, maybe not.
The stormy sea.
Right,
이랬겠죠.
right.
Well, the passage through which Magellan crossed from the Atlantic to the Pacific was subsequently named after him, the Strait of Magellan.
Right. Now, the strait is the most important natural passage between the Atlantic and Pacific Oceans, and it is located north of Tierra del Fuego, or Land of Fire, an archipelago off the southernmost tip of the South American continent.
Okay, now let's move to the 20th century when an iconic device was sold for the first time.
Yeah, and that was the first Polaroid camera, a device that changed the way people thought about photography. Never before had photography been such a fast process, and all it took was a little shake.
And the cameras could produce black and white prints in only a few seconds and color prints in less than a minute. And advanced models had automatic focusing and exposure.
Absolutely. Well, unfortunately, due to popularity of digital cameras, the iconic Polaroid camera stopped being manufactured altogether in 2008 after it struggled to compete with the rise of the new technology.
That's right.
Although it's still, I mean, can you imagine that technological advance when it first came out at the time? Oh my goodness, it must have blown people's minds,
I know.
right? Yeah.
It still does, actually, to me.
It's very cool, yeah. I have one of those cameras.
Oh, you do?
Yeah, and they're great for parties, you know, and take a quick picture and then give it as a kind of souvenir from the party, give it away to people.
What about the quality of the photo print, actually?
Yeah, I mean, I
It
think
fades
over
fading?
time. Oh, perhaps over time, but in the beginning, it's great. I mean, I think a lot of people could use them for scrapbooks and things like that.
그렇구나.
That's where they're most fun. Or to put them on your fridge with a magnet.
Oh,
you know,
yes,
those
that's
types
right.
of things.
네. 근데 저기 안 좋은 거는 너무 작아요, 사진이.
I think they come in different sizes.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay, I need to keep coming up. I mean, keep up with all these programs.
Right.
Oh my goodness. Okay, before we wrap up, let's check out today's quiz question then.
Okay, the question was, the largest ocean in the world is, number 1, the Pacific Ocean.
Okay, not terrific ocean, but Pacific Ocean was the answer.
The Pacific Ocean is a terrific
It's
ocean.
terrific, of course. 자, 2015년 Casual Planner 보내드리겠습니다.
All right, that's going to do it for Today in History. We will be back on Monday with more from the past.